Hey everybody, welcome to the live streams of Global Trade Live. Today is 18th of April and we are now live in New York session over here. So let's get started. So let's just open our favorite currencies. So GBP JPY on the first, then I'll have USD JPY, then GBP USD, and then gold. Okay, so let's talk about GBP JPY over here and let's analyze it. So first of all, let me just remove all these unnecessary drawings. Okay, let me just remove everything. Oh, look how beautiful USD JPY just moves. Always, it just moves like so beautifully. So from here, when this candle broke above and closed above this area, it just went. If we took a buy over here, then it just went around like 117 pips right now. Incredible. So that's the power of the trend lines. Look over here. The market moves up, then it moves down, right? It moves up again, down again, and a little bit move up, down, then up. And over here, this was a sideways. So always, visualize the market by the trend lines. It will be easy for a trader to, you know, see what the market is actually doing. When you draw trend lines, you can actually see what the markets are doing right now. So anyways, we will talk about that later. So first of all, let's just analyze GBP/JPY over here. So this is the monthly time frame, and monthly candle is just moving up and up and up. So if you look on the left, then we have this clean candle over here, but say at the same time we have some issues over here on the left. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop a resistance over here, and this will be the target for monthly. And if I look at the recent area, basically what's there on the left, then this is the area over here. But the way the candle is right now moving, it just broke the highs over here, right? And obviously we can see that the highs have been broken with huge volume, and the current month candle hasn't moved down, it just went all the way up, right? And now I think it's gonna go to 167 700, something like that. So yeah, that's the analysis in the monthly. And if we talk about the weekly after the monthly, then let's have a look on the left first. Like, what do we have here? So on the left we have this area of resistance. Then if you talk about the area of another one, like which will be the target for us, then this is the area over here, and we might have some issues in this areas, a little bit of issues over here, but I don't think that this area will matter much, because the thing is, if we squeeze over here, squeeze the graph a little bit more, then we can clearly see that the market is now mirroring this move out. So if the market is mirroring this move, then it will be moving up till over here with no problem. So that's why I'm taking this area in consideration rather than this area over here. But anyways, if the market goes up, then obviously I'm gonna take buys, so no issues with that. So this is a support, this is a resistance, and the target area as well. Above this will be the target. So basically nice things happening. Oh, this area over here is actually 184 pips away. So if we talk about the daily time frame over here, then let me just squeeze, zoom in a little bit. So what daily time frame is doing, there was a resistance over here. Let's just create a story. So there was a resistance over here. The market crossed above and closed above this area, then it went down. It created a support over here. It created a support over here, and then there was a area of resistance over here as well. So this candle closed, break and closed above this area of resistance. Why I'm taking this wick as an area of resistance? The reason is this is not a wick. If you move to the 4 hour or maybe in the 1 hour, you will see two candles. One is going up and the second one is going down. So you will see something like that. What's happening over here? Okay. So you will see something like that, right? So that's why I'm taking this area as an area of resistance over here, and this candle closed above, and this candle over here tried to go down, but it failed and rejected this area, the lower prices, and closed above this area, right? Now the previous daily candle, it closed bullish, and now the current daily candle hasn't moved really much. It tried to move up first, created a higher wick, then it went down, and it's now rejecting this area of support from the left, and it just went all the way down, but now it's rejecting this area heavily. So the chances are that this candle might flip back up and go up from here. So that can be the case. And if we talk about 4 hour after this, let's see what 4 hour is doing. So the market has created a high, okay, and if we look on the left a little bit more, or maybe we can just mark a low over here as well. This was a low over here, right? And if we look over here, then this is the area of support for this high, right? So now the thing is, this candle over here, it just closed like this, and now the current 4 hour candle is moving up with creating a lower wick on, on the bottom. So the chances are if this candle starts to move, then this will be the area it will be moving towards too. Like it's gonna test the high it has created, or as the current 4 hour candle hasn't broke the high of the previous one. So that means if it starts to go down and break its own low again, then it will be flipping down to reach this area. But the problem is range and clean range, basically. So we have to look for a range or a clean range. So if we look over here, then oh, this is nice. But the thing is, I'm gonna look at the 30 minutes. Yeah, this is why I'm looking in the 30 minutes. So the reason is this area over here. If I mark this area of resistance, okay, so if I mark this area of resistance over here, and if I look to the clean range, then above this area we have a wick fill of around 9.5 pips, and above that wick we have clean candle for about like 15 pips. So so to take a buy trade above 165.070, I need a candle to close above this area, then only I can take a buy trade. But the thing is, if I look at the market structure, this market structure over here, then the market is moving down right now. Okay, so back over here, and so where was we? Where were we? We were over here. Yeah. So in GBP JPY, I see buys above this area, right? But the thing is, I think best buys will be above this area. So let's see how I'm gonna execute buys. But if we talk about sells, then the market just came down, created a low, went up again, tested this area, then it went down again, created another low. So this is the low the market has created. And yeah, so I think sells should be below 164.749. But the thing is, if we look on the left, then we don't have clean range. We don't have a clean range, so that's why we cannot take a sell below this area. So we have to wait for the market. So I'm gonna remove this. So we have to wait for the market to close below 164.630 to take sells, because that will be a wick fill to the left. Also, there is clean range to the left as well. So if I calculate this range over here, then this range is about like 18-19 pips. I think more than that. Let me just check again. Yeah, so this range is about 21 pips. So I think this is a pretty nice range. And if we if we miss sell below this area, then obviously I'm gonna target below this area over here. So there are few nice areas below which we can take sells, and those sells will be high probability sells. And if I look for the range below this area, then this range is extremely nice. This is like 28 pips of range. So yeah, let's see. So we have marked our sell areas, we have marked our buy areas, everything is marked and looking nice. Yeah, I think we don't have anything on the left. Nope, nothing. So now we just have to wait and watch. So the market was what the market was doing in the London session. It was doing nothing at all. Nothing at all was happening in the London as well. Also, this before this candle move, there was a candle with no wick, so there was no trade over here as well. The market hasn't gave any kind of a nice opportunity, because the thing is, when this candle just closed bearish, there was no range. So yeah, nothing has happened in the market. So today is Monday as well, and I think market will stay like this maybe. But obviously, according to the higher time frames like daily, I think the market should move up. But according to lower time frames, I really don't know what's gonna happen today. So after GJ, let's talk about UJ over here. Also, let's just draw some trend lines as well in GBP JPY. So what's happening in the market? Okay, so I see something over here. Yeah, and then the market just went down from here, and before that there was a movement like this sideways happening. Then the market just went down, creating lower lows, lower highs. Then the market was moving to the downside, and this low was formed. Now the market is moving up again. So yeah, I think the market's gonna move up from here. Not very sure, but yeah, according to the trend lines, it should be moving up. So now let's talk about UJ over here. USD JPY is just unstoppable right now. It's totally unstoppable right now, because the way USD JPY is moving, I am really amazed. I'm really amazed by the way it's moving, because it's not coming down, it's just going up and up and up. Because the reason is, the higher it goes, the more sellers are coming into the market, because they are thinking that okay, so the market is moving up and it has moved up like, this much, so it should be coming down now. So, and the sellers are coming into the market, they are selling, and that's the catalyst for the market to go up. So that's why, because more people are selling, so the market's going to move up. And right now, so if I would be a seller in the market, then I would have just kept my stops above this wick, right? Now look what happened. In the monthly, the market has went above this wick as well. That means the market has wiped out all the sellers from the market. Not, if not all, then most of them, definitely. Now, once the market has hunt the stop loss of the sellers, now it will be moving down from here. That's the psychology behind these kind of moves. If not, then it's gonna move more up, but according to me, it should be now coming down. So I'm not gonna talk about the monthly over here much, because the monthly is totally bullish. So if weekly is also totally bullish, so we need a retracement. That's really necessary for USD JPY to move up. But yes, we can talk about the daily. If you look on the left, let's have a look over here. So if we look on the left, then we have above these areas, we have this clean range. And if we look at where the market can possibly move towards to, then this is the area over here. It will be moving towards to. So this was the analysis of daily time frame, but I think before that it should be retracing back a little bit and then go up. So I'm really waiting for a retracement in the daily as well. And if you talk about the 4 hour over here, then there was a resistance, the market just broke that area. Now it just came down, created a support. Also it created a resistance over here. Now the market is respecting that area of resistance, like this candle did. When this candle broke and closed above this area with a rejection, then this 4 hour candle tried to go all the way down, but it flipped back up and gave a huge rejection over here. And the previous 4 hour candle also tried to go down, but it failed to do that and rejected that area heavily, and it closed like this. Now the current 4 hour candle is also trying to go down, but it hasn't went up yet. So I think it's gonna flip up and continue to move up. So I think UJ will be moving up from here, because to go down it really needs to have some heavy volume in the market. So now if we talk about the 30-minute time frame, then I think buys will be above this area. Best buys will be above this one. And if we talk about sells, then the previous candle closed with no wick on the bottom. That means no confirmation for sales, so I'm just gonna wait. And if I talk about the trend lines now, then let's make some lines over here. So the market was moving up clearly, then it was coming down from here. Then it broke that area, came down. Yeah, not much information for the trend lines as well. There's only one information over here. This one. Oh, I think there is another one. Yeah. So, yeah, now this makes sense. But according to me, it should be moving up. If not, then from here it will be dropping down very, very soon. Yes. So I'm gonna just wait and watch, because right now it's just nothing happening in the market. So let's just talk about GBP USD. Oh, so many things are here. So GBP USD. So the monthly time frame is again moving down from here in GBP USD, and it will be moving till this area. Let me just mark this area over here. So this is the support from the month, which the current month will be heading towards to. So after the monthly, if we talk about the weekly over here, then let me just, then there was a area of resistance over here in the weekly. The market went down, created a low, it went up, tested that area. Now there is a support formation in this area. Now the weekly market is currently at a support level. So if the market is at a support level, then we don't really know whether it's going to respect that area or whether it's going to break that area. But by looking at the previous candle, like the previous candle closed with extremely huge rejection to the top side and closed like a weak bullish candle. So that means I think the weekly GBP USD candle can just move down from here, break the low, and continue to move down. And if that happens, then we might have some bearish momentum till this area. So after the weekly, let's talk about the daily. So in the daily, there is a strong level of support down over here, and there is a resistance up over here, and this thing is just range. So the market is right now ranging in a big range, but nothing has just broken yet, so need to wait. So after the daily, let's talk about the 4-hour over here. So the market created a low in the 4-hour, then it went all the way up, created a high over here, then it went down, created a resistance over here. Oops. So when it just came down, created a low again, then it created a resistance over here, and after creating a resistance, it just went down again. Now it's moving up, and there is a support over here as well in this area. So I think the market can possibly move in this area and then move down, but the overall trend of GU is just sells, so I'm gonna look for sells only. So if we talk about the 1 hour, then 1 hour time frame can reject this area and continue to move down from here. So if we talk about recent level of area of resistance support, then this was the recent level of support over here. This is the recent level of support. And if you talk about the resistance over here, then this was over here the recent level of resistance, but now the market has crossed that area, so I'm not gonna mark that area, and I'm just gonna mark this area over here. Yeah. So I think if we have a candle closing above this area, then I think we can take a buy, but the range is not there, so no buys. I'm gonna just wait and watch, nothing else. Yeah, just gonna wait because the market went down, created another support, and it went up from here. So I think it should be moving down again to continue moving up, but not yet because nothing is clear. Nothing is clear at this point. GJ is stuck over there, and yeah, nothing is happening right now because I was looking for buys above this one, but the range is not there, so no buys. I think best buys will be above this area. So let's see what happens. Okay, so the previous candle has closed like a bullish candle, but the problem is, let me zoom in a little bit. So, but the problem is the previous candle closed with a wick rejection on the top, and it hasn't even tapped the area of resistance to the left, right? But and the current candle, it's going up with no wick on the bottom. So that's something I'm not really liking over here, because the thing is, if the current candle has created a lower wick first, and then it was breaking the high of the previous one, then I would have took a buy trade, because the reason is, at that point of time it would have created a lower wick, and now it's ready to move up. But but by looking at the candle printing like this, I'm really confused, and I'm really not very much confident about the market for now, that it will be going all the way up from here. Because the problem is, if we look on the left, then there is a huge rejection area over here on the left. So that's why I'm not sure that the market will be breaking up. But yes, if I get a candle closing above 165.068 area, then yes, in the next candle I will be taking a buy trade. But not before that. I need a lower wick first, and then market to move up, or I need a candle to close, break and close above this area. So that's my rule for this trade. So I'm gonna draw up a line over here because there's a strong level of support and the resistance, and in this area as well. Look how beautifully the market just went down in this area again and moved up. So I think, yeah, now makes sense. GU is moving down from here. Let's see. So this was the exact same thing over here I was talking about. So the market just went up. Now it's rejecting this area. So the 15-minute candle, that means, is coming down. Yeah, the 15-minute candle is coming down with no wick on the bottom. That means bearish pressure is coming up in the market. Yeah, exactly the same thing I was thinking about just happened. So yeah, let's see. Now it has created a lower wick, finally. Now the question is, will it go up again? Let's have a look on the 15 minutes. So will it go up again, break it high, and continue to move up? Can that happen? I think I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the 30-minute candle to close first. Okay, so this candle has closed like a bearish candle and with a huge rejection from the top, and now the current candle is moving down with no wick on the top. So I'm gonna wait for the current candle to create a higher wick first. Once a higher wick will be so if this candle creates a higher wick and then moves down from here and break the low of the previous one, then I'm gonna take a sell trade. Otherwise, if this candle just breaks the low in the first 1 or 2 minutes like it's about to do, I'm not gonna take the trade over here. Look over here, GBP/JPY closed like a bearish one, but it closed above this area over here. Let me just mark this level of support. So this is a strong level of support because GJ hasn't closed below. It did crossed below the previous candle's low, but the problem is it didn't closed and respected the lower prices. It rejected the lower prices and closed back above in the range. So that's an indication that of there is still bullish pressure in the market. So this move up maybe just to trap this buyers over here, and now it just went down, broke the low of the previous one, so it just took out every buyer. It was every buyer over here, so it just hunted the stop loss of those buyers. So now if the current 30-minute candle flips back up and break the high of the previous candle, I'm gonna take a buy trade, because that at that point there will be another support formation, and we have this wick to fill like 7.4 pips away, and after break above this wick there's a full range of about 26 pips. So I think that's a nice idea for the trade. Yeah, nothing else right now, because the 1 hour, I'm not sure about the 1 hour in UJ. So let's see the 15 minutes. Oh, so we have this clean range in the 15 minutes. But I still need a higher wick to be formed first. Yeah, because the thing is, this liquidity grab, whenever this kind of a thing happens, there is some candle which goes up between this range and then flips back down. So I have seen that happening many times, so that's why I'm waiting. Yeah, it's about to break the low now. Yeah, it just broke the low over here. Now there's a very high chance that this candle might just go all the way down. So there is a chance of that. So if I would have just took a sell over here, then 10 pips will be around here. Let's see if it drops down 10 pips or not. This is GU. There was no range. it's moving up. So now two things can happen. Number one is that it will break its own low again and move down. Second thing is that it will reject this area and flip back up, and will tap this higher prices and then go down again. Well, I think I should be waiting in this case. There is a clean range, so the market can mirror this move, but obviously I have to be very sure before taking any trade. The 45-minute candle is about to close in 8 minutes. Alright. Okay, perfect. So the thing is, if the current 5-minute candle breaks the low of the previous 5-minute candle, then I'm gonna take a sell trade. Yeah, because at that point there will be confirmation for sells, because there is a rejection zone over here. So yeah, now two things will happen. Number one is it will go up, break the high of the previous one. That will be the wick formation of the 30-minute candle, which is coming down with no wick on the top. And number second is it will reject any price of from this area, and it will go all the way down and close like a weak bullish, or maybe break the low of the previous one and continue moving down. So let's see what happens. Yeah, I think it's about to break its own high. See, that's why you should be knowing what you're doing, because I have seen this kind of a thing happening in the market many times. So that's why I knew that the probability, basically I didn't knew 100%, but there was more probability of this to happen. So that's why I waited, and I think it was worth waiting. GJ also trying to move up now. Nothing is happening in GU, so I'm gonna just keep my eyes on GJ and UJ. Alright, so there's one thing I want to share with everybody. Let me just show you. So if anybody is looking for a robot to trade or automatic trading, then this is the EA you can look for, and you can try this EA by downloading a free demo. And this EA is created by me, so it's a really strong, powerful expert advisor. And this one is for MT5. Sorry, another version is available for MT4 as well. And yeah, this is totally automatic. And here are some screenshots from the EA, like back testing, input parameters. Here are some real back testing over here, GPUSD, everything is there. And this is AUD USD, USD CAD, Euro USD. There is a video over here as well, so you can watch the video of the EA. And the best part is this EA is attached on a real account. So this is a demo account and this is a real account. So on demo account it was attached previous week, and on real it was attached like yesterday. So made around 1.4% in one day, so on a $100 account. So this EA can work on a minimum of $50 account as well. So that's why I have put it on the $100 account. I'm gonna drop a link so everybody can just go and check that out. Also, there is a specialized Telegram group I'm gonna show you. First of all, this is the link of the EA over here, and pin message. Just hold on, everybody. So let me just show you the Telegram of the CA, because kept things really simple. So this is the Telegram channel specially created for this expert advisor only. So in this channel you will be getting all the updates about the EA. Whenever we launch a new version, like the previous version launched was 1.6, now there is a 1.7 version available on the market, but it's just a minor bug fix was there, so nothing special, so that's why I haven't pinned that one over here. All the screenshots of the trading, everything is there in this channel. So this was the setting on which the EA will be working. So yeah, that was it. So just try this out on a by using free demo of the EA and tell me how it is, because it's really strong and powerful, and it really keeps the drawdown extremely low, and it's really profitable. So I have tested that and optimized that EA, like for 40 hours it took to optimize that EA on a real market condition, on every tick based on real tick data. So that's why it's really powerful. So 7 minutes remaining for the current 30-minute candle to close in UJ. Let's see how this candle closes, and it's simply rejecting this area over here. So that means it's a very strong area. Nothing in GU, nothing in UJ as well. Let's see how this candle closes. So if this candle closes below this area of support, then I think the next candle can be a bearish candle. But the range, I'm not sure about the range. So let's see how this candle closes. Nothing before that. All right, everybody. So over here, there is a resistance at this point, and the previous candle closed below the resistance, and now the current candle can flip down and break the low of the previous one to continue moving down. So if that happens, then I think I'm gonna take a sell trade. But let's see how the market will be moving, because the thing is, the way the previous candles were closed, they closed with a huge rejection, over here. But the thing is, on the same time, they closed like it's gonna form a resistance, something like that, right? So what I'm thinking is, if the current 15-minute candle respects the high of the previous one and breaks the low of the previous one, that will be the point I'm gonna take a sell trade, because at that point I'm gonna anticipate that the market's gonna move down in this area. So let's see if that happens or not, because if I look at the 4 hour, oh, the 4 hour also closed above. It's really difficult to say that whether it's gonna move down or not. Daily, yeah, daily is dropping down, so I think it can reverse back a little bit. Okay, now this makes sense. So the 4 hour candle closed like a bullish candle, and now the current 4 hour candle can also move up and tap the high it has created earlier. So I think it can move up basically. Yeah, let's see what happens. Oh, UJ is dropping down. So it's about to break the low of the previous candle. Because the thing is, it broke the lower trend line, and then it consolidated. This candle went up, respected the higher trend line. This candle went down, so that means it has already made a retest. It went down again, did a retest. If it breaks the low, it should be continue moving down. Yeah, I really think that's gonna happen. Let's see what happens. Oh, so this is the reason why market is moving like this. So AUD closed, Euro closed, GBP closed, only USD is open maybe. Yeah, USD is open. So all the other markets are closed as well, so that's why. I think today manual trading will not give me profits. So I'll wait for robots to take the trade in the night and then let's see what happens. Okay guys, so I'm gonna call it a day over here. No more monitoring, nothing more. So just because the market is quite boring and all the major currencies are just closed, so I think the market's gonna move like this. Also today is Monday and today is holidays as well, so don't wanna take any risk. So take care everyone, have a great day, and let's meet tomorrow guys.